PizzaFellas Podcast right here, the hottest in the world.
It's a PizzaFellas Podcast. Turn your speakers up, we better have a blast. Grab a drink, fill a glass, light a cigar, come on, let's make it last. Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the PizzaFellas.
PizzaFellas Podcast right here, the hottest in the world. Fire!
Fire! Hey, what's up, guys? PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 77. Follow us on YouTube and Spotify. All our Vegas reels have been coming out. Those have been going great.
I'm lost over here.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know where anything is anymore.
You're all screwed up because of this Instagram.
Chamonix right now.
And we haven't been at this table in a little bit, a couple weeks since Andre. But remember, go on Spotify, YouTube, follow us. Our Las Vegas reels were awesome. Also, we had Jersey City and a Capri Food Show. That just came out, episode 76. Shout out to Angelino's and Crispy Pizza. That was a phenomenal time.
Hats off. That was good.
I mean, we had a great time.
And those guys been on fire right now. They're
they
just
are.
making reels and videos after another.
When you look at Freddie, he looks like just like old school,
like a
slick
GQ.
back, you GQ,
Listen,
like Italian
Old
dude.
school, Gaffone. He should be on a magazine.
Yeah, and hopefully we see him shortly in a week or so. He's going down to Fort Lauderdale to eat at, what's it called? Steve Materano's.
My man, Steve.
No, actually, Peter Macri's at Materano's right now.
Oh, is he?
Well, Steve flew
Yeah.
up to Gigi's at Capri.
Yeah,
He was up at Gigi at Capri in Chicago. He was up there.
So we did that, and then we were out. Where'd we go?
Yeah, shout
after
out to
that?
Steve. Yeah, we were. I don't know if you saw the messages on Instagram.
Yeah, Steve, but he's been hanging out. We're going to try to get down there. Then where'd we go after that? We went to Luna's. What was that, Oliver? Luna's bar? We had a drink before Raza.
Yeah.
Where did we go?
The place next to Raza.
Yeah, it was Luna.
Luna's bar.
Yeah, you're right.
It was a nice bar. What does it say? #1 espresso martini in Jersey City, right?
Yep.
They got ranked. It was good. It was a good place, good atmosphere. Then we had Raza. That was another good atmosphere. And then Hudson on the River, man.
Oh, man.
You missed it, Oliver. We had a fucking blast.
He was
And
there.
we saw your
No.
girl at the diner.
Oh, yeah. And then when
She
we went
asked
to the
about you.
Still working the same
Yeah.
She asked about you.
She texts us
She
when...
knew us as
Where's the
2
guy who loved my
seconds in.
socks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Who left her credit card? You?
No, Bobby. Bobby
left
paid
his
for it
credit.
all. I don't know what he left. I thought it was like a
He left
EBT.
150.
No, I thought it was like an EBT card, it looked like. I don't know what the heck.
No, somebody
'Cause
left her
she
credit
said-
card there, she said.
She said the year before, she goes,
No, I
came
know.
up
It
with-
was a fucking
how
welfare
much should we
card.
tip you? She goes, $150.
No, but she was
That's why she
hilarious.
remembers. It was their biggest tip she ever got.
Oh, it was. She was looking
knew-
for you.
Asking for you.
I was
She
actually
said
gonna
to
give
us,
her
she
your
says,
number.
"Are you going to leave the tip that you left me last year?"
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Steve. And Jerry was in love.
And Bruno didn't put his fucking hand in his pocket one time.
I took my
stop.
Budweiser
Yes, he
with me
did.
this time. I didn't leave the
got your
Budweiser.
back.
Excuse me?
I got your back.
What tip
Bruno.
did you leave? Okay, I'm sorry, Bruno.
I got your back.
Leave him
Well,
alone.
Oh, yeah, he picked up
Okay,
Luna.
bro.
That's right.
yeah, he did.
He
Yeah, you did.
Always
Luna
picking
belt.
on
Yeah,
him.
you did.
All right. Well, anyways, we're here, episode 77. We have a great guest today, Summer. Correct? Your last name? Sorry, I did not get that beforehand.
No, you're good. It's Summer Morel.
Okay, nice meeting you officially. I know we met at McCall that one time while you guys were having.
Briefly.
Yeah, briefly. Hey, Sumfoodie is your Instagram account,
Yep,
correct?
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
Hey,
Facebook.
we have a
all-
podcast going on.
So, well, you got them riled up. So how did this all start?
Oh, it started about a decade ago. I moved out of my house. I was on my own, and I was cooking at home. So I started posting really bad photos of my food on Instagram. Like, we're talking like a chicken breast with like some green beans. And I thought this looked fire. I thought it was the best thing ever. And it kind of got me to where I'm at. So it snowballed from there. I started making more money, started going out to eat. And I eventually started posting those photos. And then it turned into, oh, are you an influencer? Are you this? And I'm like, I don't even know what that is. It was a new term that was coming
Right.
to be. And I was like, no, that's not what I am. I just post my stuff. And then Reels came out, it was videos, TikTok, and I just continued to adapt. And it all started really with the restaurants because I love Lehigh Valley. I've lived here my entire life. I'm from here.
Where about?
So I'm actually from Macungie, right down
Oh,
the
you are?
road. Yeah. I still live in the same area, but I love it, and it's a perfect like little Goldilocks area, and that's kind of where it went from there. So now I just love supporting all of the Lehigh Valley restaurants, and we're not Philly, we're not New York, we're not a big city, but I believe we have the potential to have all of the great things here that they have there. So that's why I haven't stopped. And you see me
So
on there.
did you go to Emmaus?
I did, yep.
Okay, so then did you go to college then afterwards?
I did a couple semesters at El Tracy, but that
And
was
it just wasn't for you.
No, yeah.
What do you do as for a living, if you don't mind me asking?
So right now I'm a property claims adjuster. That's
Okay.
A property claims
So
adjuster.
you're working in the insurance industry.
yeah, right
Okay.
for right now, yeah.
So basically, iterate on that. So
Well, it's not great. I don't love it. It's a pretty tough job. I would not recommend it.
A lot of stress.
Yeah, a lot of stress.
A lot of complaining people.
Yeah, a lot of complaining people, a lot of people who need things right away, but understandably, I don't want to make it seem like they don't need it, but it's just a lot, and it's not for me. I'm more creative, and I love making these videos. I love going and doing these types of things, and
Nice.
looking to change directions in the future and kind of put it all in one basket. So
nice.
we'll see what's to come.
Now, you say about a decade ago, 2015, that this wasn't really a big thing,
No.
It was kind of like, I mean, 2015, he was doing live videos, and people thought that was like,
In 2013, I had a group of guys that I got around me, and when we would do a video, they said to me I had a transcript of copyrights. And I'm like, so we did 1 video, 2 video, 3 video, 4. And I'm like, guys, this is taking too long. They was like, well, you want to make sure your I was like, stop. There's a live button.
Yep.
I just got to go live. And then I started to I said, I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to know what you're doing. And I just started, boom, boom. Well, I would go live. The store's busy. Go live, this and that. Look at what we got here. We're at Piaggio Pizzeria. It's a great night here. It's Friday night. People are coming in. We're having a good time. And just boom, boom, boom. It just started to go. And it was amazing. It was amazing, the success.
It's the best way to do it. Social media reaches so many people, and you know, back then, all of this was kind of a little bit taboo. People are like, "Oh, you're taking food photos out there," and yeah, I am. It's because I like doing it, and look where it's got me. So I have no shame in doing it, and it's clearly businesses have reached out and thanked me for it, which is something I really appreciate. I love knowing that they're getting something out of it, that they're seeing the difference. And I really do love being appreciated because it takes hours of my time to go to these places, edit, do scripts, voiceovers, all the things I'm doing. So it's nice when I'm appreciated and people can see that.
Awesome.
do you feel like you got like negative or positive feedback when you first started in 2015 around that time, excuse me? Like when you went into a restaurant, you like nowadays they're texting you, hey,
They were a little weird.
come back, or direct messaging you, can you come over, try my tacos, my this,
Yeah.
that.
In the beginning, I wouldn't say I actually got any bad feedback, but on the internet, like I would see things like about, food influencers out, and like they would get negative impact on the internet. And so that I always felt like people perceived me that way because of it. But I personally never got any bad feedback. And now, like I was at a restaurant the other day, and I had, I have no shame now. I used to have really bad social anxiety, and now I go to the restaurant, set up my light, set up my camera, and I have everything going. And there's a kid over the table, and he was looking at me, and the mom was like, "No, she's working. She's working." So it was great. Like that was great because that's where we're going with it.
Yeah.
You know what I used to say back 2013, 2014. I used to explain it, and it even goes on to this day. And Antonio, you can know what we're saying here. Mm-hmm. So I would put up videos and do this and do that, and all of a sudden, my family were the ones that would tell me, "This one's doing this." And I was like, "I don't give a shit," And my philosophy on that was, when you're on a sleigh with huskies, and you're in a snowstorm, what are you looking at? The snow's coming past you. It's just mush.
Great.
Mush. Mush. I don't give a care about what they're saying because you know who's the leader is? Big Sexy. All right?
Absolutely.
They're following off my trail. I mean, I've seen guys 10 years later, they're rock hard on the garlic knot pizza. Yep. Now, how many people do you see doing a garlic knot pizza? Because they all learned what I said. It's not worth the time of day.
Yep.
There's so much stuff has gone on. It's just incredible. Even to this day, we still see guys out there that are on your tail. And it's like, thank you. We're leaders in the industry. You know, we're doing what we do, and that's an honorary thing. Somebody brings it to me, and I'm like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't look at it. If
When do you
somebody says
think you
something-
started catching on? Like you thought, you said this is going to turn into something.
Oh man, I kind of always been like I with the way I do things. Like when I want to do them, I want to be the best at it. So like I've always strived. So I remember when I first started and had like less than 1,000 followers. Like I saw people above me and like I was like, okay, I'm gonna get to that, and I'm gonna get to that, and I'm just gonna keep going. And I had a couple years ago, I had a post go viral, and I had like 10,000 followers, and like.
Which restaurant?
Yeah, that's okay.
You know?
It's actually one that's no longer open out in West Reading, and it's pinned on my thing, but it was a Fruity Pebble cheesecake. And
I just saw that video. Actually,
yeah,
it
it's
came
like
up out of nowhere.
4.6 million that I have on there.
Bar?
Fruity Pebble.
Yep.
It was literally a
Are you
piece of
from Reading?
cheesecake.
You should know.
You know who makes a Fruity Pebble? Not to interrupt you. The Brownstone in North Jersey. It's a pancake house.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
They do a fruit. You can't get into this place in the morning. Like Saturday and Sunday mornings, you could. kiss
You're
it goodbye.
online.
Yeah.
You're
But
waiting.
they do that. They do that one.
I
Bring
love
snacks.
that.
You're standing in line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a couple years back, it went viral, and that got me like 10,000 followers overnight. But honestly, what really kicked it off was at the beginning of this year, I decided to dive back into it. I was going through a lot of things the past couple of years personally, so I was kind of just keeping things afloat.
Right.
And then this year, I did Dry January, and I said, I'm going to put all my focus into this. I'm posting 4 or 5 times a week. And I brought my TikTok. I gained 20,000 followers on TikTok since then. I've gained over 14,000 on Instagram since then. So it's grown a lot in these past couple months. And I think people are more perceptive to it now as well. Like people, then a couple years ago, like they're like, okay, where are we going to eat this weekend? What are we doing this weekend? And they bring up their phone, they go to TikTok, they go to Instagram. That's where they're finding their information, not Google, not other places.
No, I
TikTok's
agree.
very fast. I mean, I'm still I'm on TikTok, but like I'm still learning it, and I'm in shock because I'm constantly getting the freaking like notifications from and stuff. I'm like, wow, I didn't do shit today.
TikTok's like that. Sometimes you just have a post that will hit, and I mean, even
Just keeps going.
exactly. Like I remember I had one that I posted a month and a half prior, and then all of a sudden I look at my phone and it's going up and up and up and up. So like things will come up, and people will somehow find those posts because it's relevant at that time.
And actually, when
you'll
you
see
do
it.
a live video on TikTok, you have be a minute or better, is what I was explained. I was like, make sure it's over a minute, and that's the right way to do it. And it was like, so we did a couple of videos. I was like, oh, I'm still looking at them. Like tonight, I was sitting here before you came. I was like, wow.
Some just take
From
off.
that,
it's just gonna keep going.
Yeah, it depends where it hits and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yep, it's
Well,
true. Yeah.
Look at Jack, my 10-year-old son. This is last year. His friend, they were in the garage. They put together a office chair and a scooter, and they pulled it with a fucking extension cord. And this kid Jack's got 130,000 followers now, and he gets a check every month.
That's crazy.
Off a stupid
yeah,
scooter.
That's what it's like. It's awesome. I think that's a cool thing though.
No, it is.
to have that available
Yeah.
to us because to be able to express your creativity and be able to be paid for it is a great thing. And we should all be creative and explore that side of us.
my question is, where does this money come from?
The ads that pop up as you're watching.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it's
is that
all,
what, yeah?
yeah. They're basically filtered in, and then they're putting ads. They're paying
Yeah.
TikTok to put the ads on there.
Like they tell me if you check in every day, and when I do check in, I get money. And it goes into a thing. It's like, do you want to? I was like, no, let's put it there. I'm trying to figure it out,
Yeah, mine will go up. And I heard this one thing that I like to follow is if you want to like get more views on TikTok consents desperation. So you just got to like post and then just let it go. And then like it will crave you to come back and it'll show your stuff to other people. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it consents when you're like constantly checking on it and stuff. So just set it and forget
It's
it.
funny you say that. Like sometimes when you look at Instagram and TikTok,
Interesting.
you feel like they're reading your mind.
Oh,
they
they
see
are.
what
I know it reads every Facebook.
They see what your
knows
eyes are
everything you're
looking
doing.
like. You're looking like
Let's
this.
see.
And it's like,
If you talk about something
just
that
gonna
pops
say.
up on Facebook,
Yeah, right. Like an ad if you want
Yeah.
like a supplement.
I was
All of a
talk-
sudden,
Oh,
I
absolutely.
get ads for this supplement because I'm like, how the hell
Yeah.
do they know
You
this?
want to hear something funny? I have a Peloton treadmill, right? I sold it. The guy's going to pick it up tomorrow, whatever. I didn't talk about it. I didn't say nothing to nobody. Donovan helped me. We moved it out of the bedroom into the living room. It's fucking heavy, this thing. I didn't say nothing. We unscrewed it, put it there, boom, boom. I go on Facebook, Pelotons. I didn't say 2 words.
no, it reads everything.
And the phone wasn't even with me.
Yeah.
It sensed the Peloton coming.
Who's in this house watching me?
Somebody, yeah. Well,
You know?
Well, you got to think about it. It's everything like a Peloton and all that. Everything's connected, right? Bluetooth, your phone.
Yeah, somehow.
You're using that. It's connected through your phone. You know, there's something.
Oh,
Yo,
There's something that happened with
leave
Facebook.
the door open. Leave
stack
the
it
door
high and it'll fly.
Hide your purses and your wallets.
So you know they connect through AI now and all that. Have you started using AI with your social media?
I like ChatGPT for some sort of
Okay,
planning.
me too.
A
Yes,
little bit.
I use that.
I do like AI. I really like to like be in control and like really take credit for everything fully. So I try not to use helpers as much as I can. But I need to get better at that. My boyfriend, he's the AI one. He's the one that got me into it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's an untouched market with smaller, you know, influencers, like different like that. You know, the bigger ones, I can see that happening. But this, I think it's something like you got to really sit down, figure out, and how to use it to benefit businesses in all different.
Absolutely. I do some social media management, and I really love it with that because I can put what I want into it, and then it can put out like, you know,
So I want to,
spreadsheets,
I want to
photos,
ask you
all
about
things.
that. What is the social media? How does that work?
So
Is that for businesses? Is that for influencers? Everyone?
So I really like to focus on restaurants because that's where my passion is. So I like to do it for restaurants. But yeah, just helping them out with their social media, giving them some content, and really, I like to help smaller places first,
Definitely.
just to help grow that. And I'm good with the food content. So if I see an account that doesn't have a lot of that, I like to be able to offer that to them because people love seeing the food on my page. Let's get it to yours. Let's get more of it so we can drive people there all the time and grow that.
Social end of it.
Now, I also looked, there's on your link tree, which is pretty good. A coffee company?
Oh, Four Pines Coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a company out in Reading. Yeah, it's actually one of my my boyfriend's coworkers, and yeah, it's a company that is out there, and they
Do you work with them?
No, I don't.
So you're just promoting them?
Yep, just promoting them. It's
Okay.
just a close friend. I believe they're first responders. So
awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are. It's a first responder company. So yep, check that link tree, and they make great coffee. I highly recommend. They have a couple blends, and it's fantastic.
I love first responders. I mean, I'm going to an event. It's called Camp Freedom up in Carbondale.
Okay.
And I mean, we raised
That's
some
a huge
great
event.
money.
When
Yeah.
you going to that? When?
Yeah.
The 14th, the June 14th, right, babe?
That's big, man.
Oh,
That was my
it's-
sales territory, and all the people in town kept telling me, you got to go to Camp
I mean, you
Freedom."
go there, and it's just great.
It's all
The-
about
the-
veterans and police, and all the money
what
goes
they
to them.
do.
Oh wow, I love that.
I got into this last year. I was very fortunate to get invited to go, and I mean, I will not stop going. It's one of the greatest thing, and it's the coffee guys and all. But you got to help
So-
these guys. Like, oh my God, I'm all behind it, 100,000%.
Absolutely.
You know,
They'll take
100,000.
like military vets who've gotten legs blown off and couldn't do they invite their whole families to come to this camp. You know, they get it all sponsored so they
So
can
the
come for
camp,
free.
just quickly to
It's
say,
a cool
they have
camp.
like I think it's 3,000 to 3,500 acres.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, like an actual camp.
So
Yeah,
what,
yeah, it's
what
like
we're
outdoors.
raising, what
Oh,
we're
wow.
raising at this event is so they can bring their families.
Yes, they can bring their.
anywhere from 5 to 14 people.
I see, okay.
95% of what we
And they
raise
pay for everything.
goes to the camp.
Wow, that's
5%
fantastic.
cool.
goes for the people that work there, but we raise enough money so that 5% can take care of those people. And they do they're so, actually, if I would say this, like people that have like
It's unbelievable.
public facilities for elderly age, they should take an example from them
Yep.
and do the job like they do for our first responders, our Gold
Gold
Star
Star,
families,
yeah.
etc. They bring them there, and this is a 52-week-year event. So while we're there doing this, there's people taking care of people that are there. And it's an amazing event. It's so.
Yeah, it's huge.
And you know who the best guy was? Count Customs from Vegas. I don't know if you ever saw him. He has a show on.
That's how I learned about it first, and I
From
asked my
Discover,
customers
yeah.
about it when I was up there.
Danny from Count Customs. We got to talk with him. We were hanging out. I was very fortunate. We got invited to the private party afterwards. I was like, I don't even know how we're there, but we're there.
That's
And
how it happens sometimes.
It was, and just to sit with Danny and see. Danny brought I hate to change the subject quick, but I'm just going to talk about this. He did 2 custom Jeeps and a motorcycle, okay? And if my brain is correct, I want to say it was almost $300K donated from customs. I mean, this is Count Customs did this. We were outside. I got pictures on my phone. It's just amazing.
It is cool. Man.
The love that's there that night, you're laughing, you're high-fiving everybody. It's a good time. And nobody's driving. You're in the hotel.
That's the best part.
You don't got to worry about it.
Yep.
PizzaFellas Podcast, health insurance and dental. We use our good man, Steve Seiler Insurance, specializing in health insurance, dental, and vision. Obamacare penny for businesses and individuals in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Florida. Tell Steve we sent you. 570-446-8023. That's 570-446-8023. Hungry for the best pizza in town? Stop by Franco's Pizza, 822 Main Street, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, right across the street from the federal courthouse, where every slice is loaded with fresh ingredients and unbeatable flavor. From classic pies to hearty Italian favorites, Franco has something for everybody. For pizza that hits the spot every time, it's got to be Franco's. Tell them that the PizzaFellas Podcast sent you.
And the next day, everybody's got sunglasses on. I was like, I love you. I'll see you. I'm headed out.
I don't think you see that enough in the Valley, where the restaurants give good discounts to like the military guys and the police. Some do. I mean, quite a few do, but
I
there could
always
be
try
more.
to. I always try to.
Some do, and I really think it's important to give back because you really don't know how much they go through and what they do for us. Right. And I'm super appreciative of everyone in my life that's a first responder.
Well, I can say this much: if you come into my restaurant, you're in uniform, your lunch is on me.
I love that.
All right, your lunch is on me. I mean, I'm fortunate enough. God bless. I make the sign of the cross. Frank from South Whitehall. I love the guy. He comes in all the time, and I say to them, automatic 15% immediately. And I told my whole staff. There's times I've went up to him and I've comped the thing, but I love Frank. I mean, Frank's a good guy, man.
No, definitely. That's the reason. The reason sometimes you have to do it, just because guys like that you meet, connections you meet, and then they'll spread the word at the end of the day.
Exactly. It's really worth it. And like I said, they do a lot for us. And I'm very
I think Frank knew me and you.
Yeah,
and he was like, this is a guy we got to come to.
Yeah.
This guy's loud and boisterous, and he loves police, firemen. He loves the Army and military. I love the country. So
Summer, where do you travel? Like, what's the farthest that you go? Like, do you go to Jersey? Do you go to New York? Or do you just predominantly stay in Pennsylvania, Lehigh Valley, or?
I would go anywhere. So, I mean, as far as like actual traveling, like we were just in Montreal a couple of weeks ago, up in Quebec City and everything. But as far as like
it's like France up there, right?
Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. Yeah. I didn't understand.
You don't realize where you're at.
No, yeah, and people told me that I didn't need to know French, which I guess I really didn't. But when I went there, first place I walked into spoke to me in French, and I was like, okay, yeah.
You speak French?
No, I did
Google Translate.
I did a couple weeks of Duolingo, and all I know is that I'm a cat.
It's amazing the architecture up there, right?
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous.
You don't think you're in Canada?
Yeah, more oui, merci, bonbons.
I mean, like even the people who work at like the convenience stores and the places, they have this amazing accent, and I'm like, this is so fancy. What are we doing here? I'm just getting like a drink at this place, and it's fantastic. The language and just everything is fantastic up there.
Well, the first language up there is French.
Definitely, I think it's like 98%.
No, in that area, it's French.
Yeah.
And then it's Canadian. It's Canadian English. I mean,
we went off the tourist area at one point, and I don't think they entirely knew what I was saying when I was talking to them. And I was like, yeah, I really should have just done a little more learning.
You gotta get those earplugs that translate right away. You saw those things?
I should have, because I was like, I need to get a nail file, the craziest thing. And I was like, I need a nail file. And he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he shook his head no. And I was like, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go. But I'm not the right place. Yeah.
That's funny. So when you do these stuff, I wanted to ask, do you meet with other influencers and do collaborations and stuff?
I do, yeah. I did one a couple, it was probably about a month or two ago. I met up with one. He was great. I hadn't met him before, but I saw him years ago. Like I said, I touched on the fact that I kind of took like a little break before. But before that, I would always reach out to the foodies in the area. I'd be like, let's get together, everybody. Like, I'll have all the things. I haven't met with anybody recently, but besides the one guy that I did a video with.
Gotcha.
That was great.
Who was the guy that you met with?
Didn't Suck, Chuck. From
Didn't Suck Chuck?
Yes.
Yeah, Chuck.
Yes,
his
the
name
guy
is Chuck, and then Didn't Suck is
with
his
the
account.
sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
I
great.
saw something the other day, like Primo Hoagies.
No,
he had
yeah,
he's doing a cheesesteak podcast now.
He is
That's
extra
the
meat.
guy.
that guy.
Where's he from?
From the Poconos.
Poconos, maybe.
Wait, the guy with the beard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we saw him last night at the Pizza Fellas. We were in Bethlehem at that pizza, the pizza thing that we did in Bethlehem. What the hell was that?
The Pizza Fest.
Yeah.
Right, but the guy with the beard, that one out to. I was like, hey, come over. We're going to put you on there.
Oh, but do you know Cheetah Girl from the Poconos? We have
I definitely
with
know.
No, you don't.
the big heavy boyfriend from
Oh,
work
my
that they met at
God.
Walmart.
No,
You don't-
unfortunately I don't.
You don't
This
want to
sounds
know them.
great.
Yeah.
I got a left hook when they danced.
Yeah. How about Hannah?
no.
You know, Hannah came into you. Hannah O'Reilly or whatever. She used to be the newscaster. She's pretty young.
She's a great girl. Yes.
Yeah, I've
And
seen her.
then
at
she
Vine.
does Live Out Live or whatever.
Yes,
She does
yes,
it.
I've seen her online. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch out there, though.
There are, and I like it. I think with my mindset is that there are so many restaurants, there are so many places in this area. Like, let everybody, like, I could not do them all on my own. By the time I finish them all, which isn't possible, I would need to come back to the beginning anyway. So the point of doing this is to help the people in the area. It's to help the businesses.
I
So
agree.
there can't be a shortage of us. And I love seeing when people go to new places and put that out there, introduce people to things. I think it's the best thing. And
How is that Bunsters?
oh,
the hot dog
Bun
place.
Busters is
Bun
fantastic.
Busters, there you go.
I'm a big fan of Bun Busters.
What
especially-
is Bum Busters? I don't know.
It's
that
a new
Easton?
hot dog place in Easton. I haven't been there.
I
I
didn't go
just
there
saw.
yet.
So what do you
Yeah.
do? You go there, you sit in a hot tub?
No,
No.
a
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Oh, I thought you said hot tub. What the hell?
Hot dog.
Yes, a hot dog.
Well, I guess the rooms
But
are
they're like
drinking. I
upscale
don't know.
hot dogs. Not like Jimmy's down there.
No. Different things, but I appreciate both
Yeah.
of them. I always say there's a time and place
Yeah,
for
they're
everything.
totally different.
Yeah, but Bun Busters is, they load them up. They load up their hot dog.
Yeah,
and
like a
different things.
cheesesteak one. I
I was
saw.
just gonna say that one. That was fantastic. And actually, funny enough, I'm a big fan of their breakfast sandwiches. They cook their eggs so well. I highly recommend. They have
Wow.
like one of the split top bun, and then they do a loaded tots. Great breakfast spot.
Really?
Those are good. In general, all of the loaded hot dogs they have are fantastic. And the peanut butter and jelly hot dog it's not a hot dog. It's a banana.
I was gonna say I don't know if I could do
No,
peanut butter and jelly.
it's a
I think I
banana.
saw that.
It's a banana, and I thought the banana was going to be like warm and cooked, but it was a fresh, great banana.
Yeah.
I highly recommend. I'm pushing them to try and do other flavors because I like to end my videos with, as we know, every good meal ends with something sweet, and I need to keep going again, and I want to get more different flavors of the banana.
Yeah, because I gotta say,
That
when
was
I
a hot
Well,
dog
Nutella and marshmallow.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Yes,
something like that
exactly.
would work.
Yeah, Nutella and marshmallow.
Do you guys not, when you do this, you and your boy, do you guys not eat all day? Because when I watch you guys eat, I feel like, damn, if I ate like that, I'd be fucking rolling out the place. Like, I couldn't eat for 2 days afterwards.
Haven't you seen me and Antonio eat when we're out?
Yeah, well, I didn't, there's something wrong with both of you. I'm just saying.
Or Steve.
Like, it's a lot of food, correct?
It is a lot of times, and I am a big proponent on not wasting food. So everything you see does get eaten. Not in the moment, though. A lot of times, I do take a lot of stuff home.
Okay,
but that's okay. It still gets eaten at home, and I definitely gained a couple pounds recently. But that's not because of the food. It's because I haven't been able to go to the gym as much recently.
It's
But
okay.
that's why we're not 500.
You know,
pounds.
when we're filming offset, this guy's over here. So we go somewhere, we're eating, we just ate, and then we're walking. We go up to the room, we change, we take a shower, come down. We're going somewhere to eat. I'm like, I'm going over to the food court. Joe, what are you doing? I was like, let's get a slice. It's a good slice. And he's always got to yell. I was like, no, come on, we're going. I want to eat a slice.
You always have room for a little more. If
It's
it's
not
good.
fucking
No,
normal.
you don't have room for.
What was
He's
Papa-
abnormal.
What's Papa? Where we go? Pappy
Pappy steak.
Steak. Before we went to Pappy Steaks, we did Ryan, the Kamamoto.
We did the pizza festival too. Well, we did it this year, but 2 years ago. There's
I mean,
40
it's
places
like-
to try. We stopped for pizza before we got there down the road.
Yeah, it's
You can
sometimes.
never have too much pizza, clearly.
But it's got to be.
I
I
mean,
mean,
too much.
it looks filling, but it's a great video. You know, people, and it's funny. I don't understand why people eating food on social media is so interesting to the world. Like you know what I mean? Like
How about the
Like Jagger.
the people that crunch and eat?
yeah,
Like,
or the guy. There's a guy. He doesn't even show his face. He takes a plate. He orders like 7 cheeseburgers, fries, cheese whiz, and he puts his soda in a baby bottle.
Oh, no.
And he sits in his
Yeah.
car. You saw that?
Yeah.
He sits
see
in his
that
car.
one.
He's got like 150,000 followers.
Yeah.
And he's just, and all you don't hear him talk. All you hear is,
Oh, no.
and I'm like, but I'll sit there and I'm like this. because I want to see if he can fucking eat it. I just want to see, like, and then I'm trying to look him up. Is this guy 900 pounds? Because if I ate that, I'd be dead.
It's a shock value. The shock value is what keeps people coming back. And a lot of people like to watch it because they don't want to eat it themselves. So they're like, oh, let me watch somebody else gorge and eat all this stuff.
Like, I'm stuck on this, like, white kid who lives in Korea with his Korean girlfriend. And it's, how do you eat 118 days eating at a 7-Eleven in Korea? 119 days, and every day and I'm like, what the fuck? How is this guy? This sushi, peanut butter, chips, this, that. I'm like, holy shit. And you just sit there.
You're ready for episode 120.
Yeah. And I'm like, how am I? And then I think about it, I'm like, why am I watching this?
Yep.
You know?
Maybe we should cut off Antonio's head on the videos and we'll get
Maybe
more
we should
views.
kick you off the fucking podcast. How about that? Which I've been trying to do for the past 56 episodes.
But the influence is, it's just hilarious to me.
Cocksucker.
Food and watching people eat, to me, it just catches your eye.
It is, and I'm glad people do. I was mentioning earlier, I personally don't consume a lot of content, so I don't see a lot of what's out there, and that's just a personal choice because I think people subconsciously take ideas, whether they realize it or not. So I want to not have that happen to me. So I just try to not watch other people's stuff, so I can just come up with ideas on my own. And
really,
and with coming out, yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, sometimes I'll mute people that are around here because I don't want to imitate by accident.
Local.
I really want to make sure that I'm being as authentic and original as possible.
Here's my suggestion to that. If, think about it. Bruno makes pizza over there. I make pizza over here. Mm-hmm. Somebody makes pizza over there. They're all imitating. Yeah. We're all doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with social media.
It
and
is,
when you're a leader.
McDonald's and Burger King.
All right. All you got to do is do what you do. But if you have an idea and somebody comes up with that idea because they saw it, it's a gratitude.
Yes.
It's an honor. And you know what? You can't even let that mindset say to you, just got to say, I'm doing good. I'm doing what should be done because they're following me.
Oh, yeah, my friends have talked me off ledges before with this stuff. So
yeah, you don't worry about it.
What I was saying was interesting was
I'm an OG, so
I would look at it as the fact you would take in more content in the sense of, okay, let me see what's out there more. Maybe I haven't hit that spot. Or at the end of the day, hey, he's doing a good thing. How can I incorporate something in that sense? And not the same thing, but incorporate, hey, if this, like, for example, did you ever see the married couple in Detroit that cooks on their smoker and they drink Mick Ultras and they go, when they say pepper, they go, Pepper Jack, and they scream?
No.
Right? Okay, it's two people. So the other day I made a Pepper Jack pizza.
In the house.
And then when I made the Pepper Jack pizza, I told my son when we do the video, when I say pepper, yell Jack, and he did it. But I'm not, am I imitating? Yeah, but it's funny. That's why it's something that's hilarious. You know what I mean? And a little thing like that.
The boom guys.
Yeah, you got
Dad
kids.
and the kid. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Anyways,
Oh, yeah.
there's all that thing, but there's multiple
So
people
stupid,
doing
but
that.
it's funny.
This is true. I have my couple things that I say in my videos. Like I said, as we know, something sweet.
Yes.
Sometimes I do this, and it's supposed to be an okay, but it's so good. So
Okay.
I have my couple things.
Yes.
And I've had people come up to me the other day. I had people stop me on the street, and they're like, "Are you Sumfoodie?" And then they'll do the things that I say, and
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like okay, I feel like I'm growing something here.
Yeah. Well, hey, cheers. We're gonna take a break and we're gonna eat some great food, and we'll continue. But thank you, Summer.
What'd you make?
I got an antipasto over there.
You
And
got
Like a
pasta.
hot antipasto?
no, cold.
Okay.
All right, scoop it up and eat it.
Okay.
I got a sausage ragu.
Sausage ragu.
Yeah, and I got garlic toast.
Look at that.
Not bad.
No pizza. All right, guys. PizzaFellas
No,
Podcast, episode 77. We'll be back. Thank you.
Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the Pizza Fellas.
PizzaFellas Podcast right here, the hottest in the world.
All right, guys, we are back. PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 77. Remember, go on YouTube and Spotify. Follow us. We are here with Summer and her boyfriend. Again, I'm sorry, I ran in here after work.
It's all good. It's Alex.
Alex, okay, sorry.
Before we go on, I just want to shout out my little Asian buddy, Doc Tran, for giving me a wallet. Because I don't use a wallet. I use a rubber band. And it's the thought. And
And we're always finding a new one.
And I said to him,
What
you know,
snaps.
the thought process of this means that he likes me. So Bruno does not buy me anything, but Doc Tran does.
Bruno.
What's the matter, Bruno?
I love you,
What do you
Bruno.
buy?
He's trying to learn a game right now.
Yeah, he gives me soup. And I run to the bathroom an hour later.
Oh, that is
ball
funny.
Anyway, I'm sorry. But thank you for the
Thank
wallet.
you for the wallet. Kung, I'll take one too, by the way. So moving on. Summer, glad to have you on. What'd you guys think of the food?
Oh, it was fantastic. What did we have? The pasta, the antipasta. Great. Was it from?
I made it.
Yeah. I didn't kill it. Kill it. I'm gonna be calling you more often.
I'm good.
Have you ever stopped there yet or no?
No, years and years ago, but I have not done a video. So the next pizza place I go to,
There you
might
go.
just be.
There you go. There you go.
Well, we'd love to have you anytime, even if you're not filming. Just come in for some dinner.
It's hard
Doesn't
not to
matter.
film. I say I'm not going to, and then I'm like,
Yeah, you tried it. Yep.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So what's your cuisine to go to? Like, what's your favorite cuisine?
It's Asian. I love all.
No shit.
Yeah, any sort of like Asian, Thai, Japanese, like
Have you-
the whole thing.
Have you ever eaten at Phenomenal?
I did. I have one time, and it was fantastic. I did on my list to go back because I did not do a video for them, but at one time, and I remember I was drunk when I was in there, and I definitely left my light, and they came back out, and they gave me my light.
Come on.
They ran me down in the parking lot, so shout out to Phenomenal.
There you go.
What is your drink of choice? White wine, red, beer, vodka.
Is
There
it?
you go.
Tito's?
I love Tito's. Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah. At one point in my life, it's not a high point in my life.
I've been drinking it with this stuff, Torch, which is a THC, something that Sal got me hooked on. But it's sugar-free and low calorie, and it's good for you, I guess. I don't know. And I mix it with Tito's, and I get fucked up 2 different ways from heaven. But, hey.
No, that's good.
I love that.
And it's low sugar. It's low sugar.
It's low sugar.
Yeah, so it's
That's why
not
I
really
drink
bad.
it.
Yeah.
So you can do 10 instead of 5.
Yeah.
When you go into the restaurant, say if they have liquor, will you promote their drinks also? I haven't seen that. I'm just asking.
Oh yeah, definitely. As far as good cocktails, I'm not going to promote.
Are you espresso martini girl?
I like a good espresso martini.
Okay.
It needs to be made properly.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
It needs fresh espresso. I like Tito's in it, and maybe like a touch of Kahlua or simple syrup, but nothing crazy because we don't like it sweet. And it needs to be dark.
Have you
No
been to
mayonnaise.
Rosa Blanca downtown?
I have. Yeah, I have.
Their espresso martini
I had
is
theirs.
fire.
Sal, you said that to me, right?
Yes. It is.
I'm
Their
a big
drinks are
fan.
good.
I'm a big fan. All their drinks, I agree. I thought they were fantastic. And where are some good cocktail spots in the area right now? I'm trying to think of my favorite. But I know that there are a lot of good cocktails coming to the Valley. And I'm a big cocktail fan, so I don't want to have I mean, I'll drink a gin and tonic, but I don't want to have that. Like, I want a good elevated cocktail with a good cocktail. Like Melly and Easton.
There you go.
Great.
Yeah, we had the
program
bar
right now.
manager on. I went to high school with him, Luke.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
that's
incredible.
Oh,
This
that guy
has-
is
This
incredible.
guy knows everything from the American Revolution to the Egyptians taking over the pyramids to freaking the Roman Empire.
And how it was built.
How it was built to a
Yeah, but-
ship taking freaking sugar from Cuba. I mean, it's unfucking real. And we all stood there like this.
Yeah, but afterwards he would then connect it to a drink.
Yeah.
It's like after this, blah, 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 this guy, this
Do you
is
know
what they
how
drink.
this drink got the old fashioned got made by this? Because they stole this with brown sugar, stuck it in a barrel, and had some woman hanging from the flag who she did a triple Lindy, jumped in and defeated a shark.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's gonna be good.
It's good, and we're all like this, like.
Yeah, he's a
He
good
even
guy.
talked about the Mashulu. And remember the Mashulu?
Oh, okay.
He had the history of that ship in Philly.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Yeah. Yep.
what Britannica Encyclopedia have you studied? Like, he had it injected into his brain.
Yeah, he was very, very knowledgeable.
And that's how you
Unbelievable.
make such great cocktails. Because when you go to places, when you travel, when you're well versed in those types of things, that's how you're gonna create those types of flavors. And I can
100%.
appreciate it. I love those kinds of drinks.
Amazing. I mean,
Now, Alex, how did you get involved in all this?
I was kind of brought in against my will. Years ago, about 3 years ago, Summer and I met, and we've been dating around that amount of time.
Yeah, just talk a little.
Oh,
closer.
sorry. First time here.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, so the first time I was part of it, it was probably about a going on 3 years ago, and I didn't know anything about this world at all. I thought this was the easiest thing in the world. Like I was like, these people just take a picture of a cheeseburger and that's their job. Like whatever. But knowing how badly I can help her and like how many times she's had to give me notes on how to get better at like presenting the food and all that
He's
stuff.
He's doing pretty great.
Yeah, it's so much work. But yeah, so she's just brings me along, and like I like to go out and I like to try new things. And before I met her, I was a pretty basic guy when it came to both cocktails and food. And now, like, if you ask me like what I like, it's like, oh, I like halal. I like this. Like, my mother looks at me and she's like, how are you eating all that stuff? Like, she doesn't even know that stuff
a little
exists.
different.
I got him into sushi. He kind of likes sushi now. I'm proud because I'm very big on like he'll tell me he doesn't like something, and I'm like, I don't think that's true. We need to find how you're going to like this.
Yeah.
And he's probably
What
sick
don't
of me.
you like though? What cuisine don't you? I wouldn't say don't you like, but yeah,
You least prefer.
least prefer. Truthfully,
Honestly, for a while, American, just regular American cuisine.
like a burger type.
Yeah, I prefer to try other things because I kind of grew up eating American food. Like I really didn't venture out. Like I have a distinct memory of people talking about curry and how bad it was in my family. That's not true. Curry's
it's
great.
not true.
Yeah.
Curry's great. And
Yeah.
so I never grew up with any sort of, different types of food. So
Right.
as soon as I was able to get old, like grow up and go out on my own, that's something that I wanted to do. I want to try as much as possible. I didn't even used to like pizza sauce. Like I didn't love pizza.
Really?
Yeah. And I was big on, I wanted to figure out how I can like things. So I think that's why I push it on him, because I'm like that. And it's true. I mean, he's come to find so many things he said he wasn't going to like. And, even with the sushi, he had sushi for the first time and he didn't get the right kind. And he was like, I don't know about all that. And I was like, no. We're going to try again. And now he
you
likes
like
it.
sushi.
I like it because there's so many different foods out there. I think it's so important to explore and try new things. That's my take.
What's your deals on hot pots?
I like a good hot pot here and there. If you want to. I had one down. Where were you at?
Huntington Valley.
I don't think it was quite there, but it was out. It was in like the Philly suburb area, and that one was really good. I can't eat a ton of food like in one
Were
sitting.
you at one of the buffets, or were you at a hot pot where you had to choose?
So I've done both. So there's like a high pot out in Bethlehem, and that one is where you just have your bowl
Yeah.
and then you cook. You
Yes.
have your stuff there, and then I've done the kind where you have the broths and then you actually go and cook your stuff.
I like the ones where you don't have to get up. You don't have to go.
It
get
just all comes to you.
It all comes to you. I don't want to do that.
They did most of that.
I enjoy hot pot, but I don't enjoy going to like you have to go choose all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, get up and
I'm just not into it.
Gets overwhelming.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
there's-
yeah.
I
You know,
think
all that
there's a
shit.
new one around here, but I know. I think it's like Lehigh Valley, like Korean barbecue or something. And
The
they
one by
do
you,
have
Joe?
that.
Yes,
That's the one by you off
the one
Cedar Crest.
Tillman and
Oh,
Cedar
Yeah,
Crest.
yeah, right over there.
Very nice. The food was great. It's just for me when I eat, great place. But there's some people that really like to go and have all this assortment.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have a menu and say choose 3 of these, 4 of these, choose your broth, and now I'm just eating the 7 items or whichever, the vegetables and I enjoy that more. But their food was good. And there's other people out there that they enjoy. They love. I'm not a mass eater like that.
Yeah, it depends about what you're in the mood for, and that's kind of how I am. Like I say, anything's good at it. Everything is a time and a place for certain types of foods. But I do like High Pot out in Bethlehem. That's a Taiwanese spot, and it's like you're gonna get your authentic food in there. So I highly recommend it, especially if you're
I think
adventurous.
Lekang.
Yeah.
You're talking about the one in the shopping center where Walmart is?
No, the one I'm talking about is on off 3rd Street in Bethlehem, East 3rd.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's
By Orchid.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly where it is. That one's a great spot. But they're like, you order your stuff and it brings it to you in a bowl, and then like you got your fish or you got your seafood with the eyes on it still. Like you got all that fun stuff in there. But that one's a great. Again, you need to be adventurous because
Lekang is good too.
Lekang's
Yeah,
got a
Lekang is
couple. They have their. I have not been to their hot
Upstairs,
pot.
we were
Yes.
invited to go.
I was just telling people because now they have 4 spots. Now they have their
The
main
French?
like sit down. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they have the. I've been to the noodle bar, but I have not been to the hot pot above. And then they just opened a lunch chicken spot.
They're opening all these things,
Yeah.
Lakang.
But
They got the whole thing. They got the brothers, the fucking black dude, the Spanish dude, the Asian dude, the Korean dude. They were on our
Let's
podcast.
pick it off. Okay, we're gonna do this now.
I walked
smart.
when they were on the podcast. I walked there. I said, "So who's on?" I said, how is all four of these guys, four guys, fucking?"
And they're always on TV.
Business partners.
Always. They're always cooking on TV on the news. Hey, God bless you.
What did he call it? Black.
I forget what he
said
called.
Something funny. He called
Yeah.
it a thing. I was dying. Oh, that's funny. But
Banco Beverage Company, 5001 Cracker Sport Road, Allentown, Pennsylvania. Proudly serving the Lehigh Valley for over 90 years. As a locally owned and operated beverage company, as the saying goes, you can always bank on Banco. You can also check out their website for more information. That's www.bancobeverage.com. www.bancobeverage.com. Nick's Pizza and Restaurant. Craving the perfect slice? Nick's Pizzeria and Restaurant, located at 822 Main Street, Bethlehem, serves up delicious handcrafted pizza and classic Italian dishes made with love. Whether you're stopping in for a quick lunch, a family dinner, or takeout, Nick's is your go-to spot for mouth-watering flavors. Taste the tradition at Nick's, where every bite feels like home. And tell them that the PizzaFellas Podcast sent you.
so when you go around, one of my other questions I wanted to ask, as you're doing this social media stuff, we're all restaurant owners here. You're on the other side of it. You respect restaurants. You give great reviews, great videos. What are your thoughts? And you don't have to answer, but I wanted to ask, since you have such a good following, what are your thoughts on stuff like, the negative reviews? Like the Brutally Honest Lehigh Valley page on Facebook, and these people going on and bashing small business owners just because it's maybe something simple. Now, sometimes it's bigger, but at the end of the day, they can go straight. So what's your opinion or view on that?
Well, I can say, at least from my standpoint, the way that I do things, I actually got recently asked, like, why are all your videos positive? And
Imagine.
Yeah. So it's not that I like everything that I eat. It's just that I think that taste is subjective. So that's number one. So, I might not like something, but somebody might love it. And I'm not going to trash a restaurant because of that. And seeing what I can do, when I make a good review, I don't want to do the same when I do a negative. So I just don't think that's right. And, if I were to get food that was like moldy, burned, just like not in good condition, first step is taking it to the manager. Going there, talking to them. And if they're like, fuck you, and no,
That's
and then,
yeah.
okay, well then, yeah, I am absolutely going to go to the internet. But I have not had that situation. I recently did a video and I just touched on the fact that, this item wasn't for me, but I wanted to include it in the video. So I wanted to say that. But if I don't like it, I just don't include it in the video. It's just my opinion. As far as a Facebook group and things like that, I like that there's different things out there for people. I think that if you're reading it as a viewer and you're reading those things, you need to have that mindset that this is just one person's view. So that's how I view things.
I think the person has no energy.
Yeah, when they put it
Negative?
Yeah.
No energy.
They should have gone to the...
No mindset.
Yeah.
They just have no brains. Because
But
when
you know what it
to
is?
say something's horrible is so easy.
Oh, yeah.
To say something's good is hard because you have to be creative.
Right.
So when people want to talk bad, it's so easy. It just slips off the tongue.
It's true. Yeah.
And to say, even if you're not happy about it, you still are going to be positive. That's strength, power, and intelligence.
Yeah, I try. Like I said, I don't want to hurt restaurants. Like that's if they're not a good restaurant, they will meet their demise. They don't need me to do that for them. That's just how it's going to be.
100%. Yeah. No, that's the way to go about it, especially in your position.
Yeah,
and I agree. I know what you're saying now that you've said it. It's sometimes good to have those kind of different platforms out there, because at the end of the day, if there wasn't that platform, maybe something more serious would happen, So now it's kind of getting off there. They might be clueless. They might not have a brain, but it's an outlet for them that there's fucking a lot of people. And think about that.
A lot of brainless people. I mean, that's it.
No, you can.
It's so
you can
easy
say
to be
that.
lazy. It's so hard to be disciplined.
Yeah, I think it's better to just have that conversation with someone. And again,
Direct,
if you're saying it's not good because you just simply don't like it, that's not saying it's not good. Like people mix the two things together, and I don't love that. That's exactly why I don't do that, because again, there's a time and a place for all sorts of things. I might not like that one, or I might like that. Just how it is. You know?
You know, some of the thing that drives me nuts is that when you look at these platforms, you never see a franchise on there. Never.
Yeah.
Never. With the worst experiences, time in and time out. I mean, I don't give a shit. I'm saying it. Wawa. Holy shit. Like, you're drinking, you're a cheap ass. You go in there, you're bringing the sausage. I gave them a try 2 weeks ago over here at Brookside Road. Mm-hmm. And I'm not afraid to say this because, you know, they're a monster. They're making money. Yeah. But the people that they deal with, mindless. You know, cheap. And people leave there without paying.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They do. They go in there, they grab the stuff, and nobody stops them. Mm-hmm. And I was witness to it multiple times. And I went in there, I says, you know what? All right, I'm getting gas. I'm filling up. Got a coffee. Coffee's good. Wawa, your coffee's good. Good. I got it. I says, I looked at the thing. I was like, all right, let me get a sausage, egg, and cheese on a muffin.
You ordered this?
No,
Oh,
it's
you
on
got it
the
on-
heat rack. It's on the heat rack, all right? This is freaking 9:30 in the morning.
Questionable.
All right, 9:30 in the morning. I go out to the car, open the car, put my sausage sandwich on my seat, plug in the gas, open up the sandwich, and I'm filling up. Take a bite. I almost broke my tooth. Spit it out on it, threw it in the garbage, and I'm thinking to myself,
Was it frozen?
I just spent
No, just from
$9. $9
Oh, yeah, it does.
for this garbage, and the place is packed.
It's crazy.
You know,
It's
and
something
now I
happened to
didn't give a
anyone
review,
I
but
know.
I'm going to say it on my
I know.
podcast.
You notice?
You know, you go to Starbucks, you get liquid gold and a lemon muffin for $11. Give me, and you got some people in front of you. Look, it's like, are you kidding? And you go out, you go, what did I just buy? Liquid gold, 2 slices in a soda under 10, and they complain.
Yeah, you're right, Joe.
It's unreal. Not one corporate company is on any of these sites. And that's why they're mindless, because those people all go to those sites.
It's true. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting take when people put that out there. But you're right. I'm not seeing a lot. Sometimes I'll occasionally see a review for like a Texas Roadhouse, and people are like, "Well, of course it's bad. It's a Texas Roadhouse. Like, it's not gonna be good." Maybe that's why people don't, because they know it's not great.
Yeah,
I
well, the
honestly, I don't
expectation.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, expectation of what it is. But no, I just wanted to get your viewpoint on that because, you know, that's a thing in the industry and you're a part of it. So it's something to always discuss and get, you know, different viewpoints on that whole area of it.
Yeah, I've had somebody more recently in that group. I had gone somewhere, you know, a couple months back, and then, you know, I made a video on it just on my own. I didn't plan to go to this place. I just happened to go, and then in the group, people did not have the same experience as me. And then it kind of like led to like talking about like, oh, you know, influencers go places and they put this video and it's like all lies, and it's like, that's not what happened. I did not lie about my experience. And then these same people came and found my post on Instagram, and then I was getting comments and negative comments, and I'm like, we're not going to do this because my experience was good. My experience was authentic. I was going to go somewhere else.
I would never
Didn't.
engage. I mean, just let them say what they say.
Yeah.
And don't engage.
I have a middle road. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I did engage with this because I was like, I don't really love when you're going to come negative things on my post, because this is my experience and that's what it is. I didn't like say you needed to go get this or
Always remember,
whatever.
when it's your post, you can always get rid of it. Edit.
Correct.
Yeah, I do. Honestly, though, I like to leave it up, and I like to let the people deal with them. You know, if people see stuff.
I'll edit
they-
them. I'll shut you down. And then I go to their site and I shut them down.
You're like,
Yeah.
you're gone.
You're gone. That's it. Get out of here. You go look at their site, and it's like it's not even evolved. You know, so it's somebody out there creating something negative. So yeah, I'm taking you down. You're
Yeah,
done.
I get that. I've had a situation on TikTok where I had posted one place with like a chocolate cup, and someone found the post and they did not like how the chocolate's kind of hardened in the post or in the cup, and kind of like a chocolate covered strawberry situation. So not like brick hard, but just firm. And
It should be on a strawberry.
yeah, well, they went and they commented and that they didn't like that it was firm, and then they didn't stop there. They went and I put my phone down, picked it back up, and I had 15 comments of them commenting under everybody telling them that they should not go there. It's a waste of their time. It was this, it was that. Like, and I'm like, let people decide on their own.
Correct.
And then I went somewhere else who did the same cup, but their chocolate was more melty and warm. And on that same post, I had people saying, "Oh, I don't like how it's warm and melty." So right there, it tells you there's a one for everybody. Like, stop telling people they shouldn't go here because of your
experience.
let people figure it out on their own.
I agree.
That's definitely a good point. A
Yeah.
very good point. In the end, what you're doing, that's exactly what they should be doing. If you don't like an espresso martini, if you don't like a beer, I don't like every beer, I don't like every drink, I don't like everything on Biagio's menu. Like, I don't eat fish and chips, but a lot of people do. I don't eat clam strips, stuff like that. But hey, I always tell people when they come in, well, I didn't like this. No problem. You don't have to like everything on the menu, but let's find you something that you do like.
Right.
Because there's a big...
I'm about that. So.
Yeah, I'll get you something you like. What do you like? I'll make you something out of nowhere that we don't have on the menu, But more into that and stuff. What is probably... one of my last questions for you. What is probably the best food or craziest food you've eaten that you can remember? Like a Fruity Pebble cheesecake is pretty crazy in my standpoint, but there's got to be...
Yeah, see, for me, that's not that crazy. So I'm trying to think of the things that I've had that were. I'm trying to think of the things that stood out. I can talk about one of my favorite meals that I had was down at Roxanne in Philly, and it kind of goes in with the craziness of the food because it's a supper club style place and she moved locations, but her food is very whimsical, and it was every course it was a tasting menu style, and so it's set menu, they bring out your stuff. They had a reimagined beef tartare that had a whipped American cheese across the top of it. So it was raw, but it was giving a kind of like a burger style. It was incredible.
I love raw.
Yeah.
I like raw too. They also did a salmon tartare where they put crushed up cashews in it, and it gave it the most perfect crunch inside the tartare. He is not a raw fan, and he ate that.
It's probably one of the
kidding,
It's probably
cashews.
one of the best.
I love it.
I got to go try it
we
out.
ever had.
I got to try that out.
It was. I highly recommend. She moved locations.
I
and
love
she's bigger.
raw. I mean, food like that. Oh my God.
It's fantastic. Where did we have a carpe show recently that was really good?
That was.
No, it was in
it was
in
in,
Quebec City.
Quebec
We had
City,
we had a really great beef carpaccio, and they actually put a ton of shaved parm on it, and it gave it this nice texture. So you weren't eating mush. I like when it's textured.
You ever eat kibineye?
Where?
Kibineye? I'm saying it right?
It's kibineye. It's just raw.
Kibineye.
Oh yeah, I've had
Yeah, I
I've
said
had raw
kibineye.
kibbeh before. Yeah,
she said raw.
I have not heard it called like that. I had it at Daddy's place in Easton.
Yeah, the Lebanese place.
Yes, I've had it there. That was fantastic.
I'll tell you what, if you want some good kibineye, see my nephew Gus over there? Gus, I just told her she's got to come to your place to get kibineye. Yeah.
Gus,
That's what I heard. Let's do it. We'll plan.
Absolutely outstanding.
Gus owns Elias Markets.
Oh, okay.
And
That's a great place.
Maurice next to him, his uncle, is at Azar's.
Oh, okay. I was stopped in there a couple years ago. It's been a while, but I've only heard great things.
Well, if you go in now, he's going to put you on a video.
Yeah.
I know. I do see the videos coming up on my
And give you a green plum.
To try.
I'll take it.
He's been eating plums for 10 days.
That's funny. Well, hey, guys, we appreciate you guys coming on. It definitely was a great talk. It was nice meeting both of you. I wish you guys the best of luck, and hopefully we could do some more collaborations in the future.
Yes, absolutely. It was nice being on here. Thanks for having us. I
Yeah,
appreciate
good
it.
experience, right?
Thank you.
Yes, it's great. It was great
From the
setup
moment
here.
you walked in till now, it's like a whole different feeling.
Yeah,
right?
you're not
Yeah.
the first
I
one.
know. I was the first one here. I'm never the first one here.
No, it's funny though because you're not the first to react. Like every guest, most of the guests, I would say 75%, when they come in there like, "Oh shit, this is legit," and we're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, you're like, yeah, it is.
They don't realize it's a
legit.
conversation.
Yeah,
You know,
it's good.
Some guys come on, they're like, what are we going to talk about? Conversation.
Yeah.
I've done one other podcast a couple years back, and I had way more anxiety for that one, and it was just me and one guy and no one else, and I was like, are you gonna have questions or like what do I do?
Just talk.
No, this is just a flow. It just
Yeah, we
flows.
just flow with
Yeah,
it.
you guys kill it. You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. Guys, PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 77. Go on Spotify, YouTube, follow us, and follow us on the social media platforms.
And follow Sumfoodie.
And also follow Summer on Sumfoodie also. Other than that, guys.
I
what do
got
we
some
have
house
coming
cleaning.
out?
I have the September 13th. I'm going to let this out. I didn't tell you about it.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
I told
September
you what-
13th is
I
the-
told you what to do.
Yeah. So September 13th is the One Bite Fest again. So we'll I can't say we're gonna be there, but we're gonna be doing some things. So Ryan, September 13th, mark that in your calendars.
Kong's going. Oliver's going.
Oliver's going.
Hopefully it doesn't rain on you fucks again this year.
September 13th is Saturday. Yeah. So we're gonna be there. It's the Dave Portnoy, the guy right behind you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Dave Portnoy One Bite. So we're gonna be there. I can't let the other thing out. All right, that's it.
Listen, let's just say it. What I said.
No. I don't want to say it's something totally different. But okay, that's it. That's all I have. I don't know what you have, but that's all I have.
Well, I'll do something surprising. There might be a special episode in a couple weeks if we get time to go down to Florida.
Oh, yeah.
If we get 2
Yeah,
days
yeah.
to go to Florida,
Yeah.
there might be another
Yeah.
special episode coming out.
Well, it's not 2 days. It's 48 hours between
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
So we might do that. We might do it. I want to do that. So we're gonna see if we're gonna do that. So
Listen, if you guys are doing it, we're doing
doing
it all
it, yeah.
together. Like,
yeah,
like,
we're
but-
good.
All right.
Go out.
Make sure you have your
I
real
gotta
ID
say-
or
I gotta say
passport.
this though. When we talk about situations in restaurants,
So mark that in your calendar too. We're going to Florida.
Antonio, you can vouch for me. So when we were out doing filming out west, there was
Oh, you knew. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right. So we're filming out there. There was a moments that something wasn't right, but you know what I always said to them? Make sure give them 20%.
Yeah.
Give them 20%. That's it. Walk away. We shut our mouths. That's how we roll. That's how we do it.
Shout out to Freddie, Tony, and Vinny from Crispy Pizza. Thank you for doing that interview with us.
And go check out that episode.
Yeah,
That was
that's
last
out.
episode in Jersey City. But
Shout out to Michael at Angeloni's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to his brother Nick. We're going to be getting together. We're going to be doing a 5-family podcast. So
Oh, that's going to be good.
I'll let this out of the bag. So it's going to be Casano's in New Jersey, Angelino's in New Jersey, Al Santillo's from Santillo's,
Oh, he's going to be a gem. with his working
Delucia's in Raritan, and there's one more. It's not coming. I apologize, but it's going to be called the 5 Families, so we're going to be doing that.
fuck we gonna do that?
Remember when we saw
where are we
Al?
going to do that? In the stadium?
I don't know. It's
Listen
going to be
to me.
fucking.
What are you
It's going to
talking
be
about?
Remember,
retarded.
Where are you
when we
gonna
saw
put these
Al in
people?
Monmouth?
Who?
Al Santillo.
We're going to have
in
stadium
Monmouth.
yeah.
seating
And
behind
he
that
had his,
fucking
he had his
thing.
fucking shit kickers on.
Yeah.
So,
He just
you
got
up
out of
there.
the hospital.
Hey, how are you? This.
Climb up.
Also, shout out to Peter Grippo at
Yes,
Brooklyn Square Pizza.
Oh, for great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Peter.
shout out to
Great seeing
Peter.
to you.
It was, and actually that was a great podcast. Just he goes, oh, I can't stay. 45 minutes later.
Yeah. But there's a lot of reels from Vegas coming out.
Ryan, remember that?
A lot.
Like, Peter just kept filming and it was great conversation.
Shout out to Enzo Ferrante, the Professor. Thank you for that one. As I was told by our beautiful editor here that's sitting there, episode 4 and 5 of, I'm sorry, not episode, day 4 and day 5 of Las Vegas is going to be dropping next week. That's literally like 4 hours. No, I'm being serious. And then he's got day 6 too, and we just discussed that too. So, guys, look out for that. There's going to be more reels coming out. I actually have the reels. I haven't put them out yet because we have a lot more content to put out. But I'll be doing that by the end of this week. I'll put a couple more out.
Well, I have to say this. There's a lot of people that didn't believe we could do it. You know? And I've got to say this much. Think about it, Ryan. The press pass. I
Yeah.
handed him Joe Ruffino's card. You got to pass.
Oh, and one more thing. Shout out to Gemma Olive Oil.
Oh, yeah.
Joe carries it at Biagio's, and Bruno's killing it in Bethlehem Township at his place at Bruno Scipione. So it's all out there, guys. Get it.
Well, in the food we ate tonight.
Yeah.
All Gemma Olive.
And I'm actually going to I'm going to do a giveaway with that, with Gemma Olive Oil. I'm going to actually give you one. Maybe you'll do something
Maybe
with
I'll
that
do a
too.
little something with it.
So I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do probably a few giveaways with that.
A giveaway?
Giveaway.
Giveaway?
But I'm going to do a giveaway with that olive oil next week. I'm going to do it a little bit different, and we're going to get that rolling. So other than that, I think that's all what we got.
That's it.
That's
All right,
it.
fellas. Well,
shout
that's a
out
wrap.
to shout out to Doc again for the wallet. Shout out to our guests, and I always say thank you for coming out. God bless and good night.
Eat some more food.
Yeah.
PizzaFellas Podcast right here. The hottest in the world.
It's a PizzaFellas Podcast. Turn your speakers up, we better have a blast. Grab a drink, fill a glass, light a cigar, come on, let's make it last. Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the PizzaFellas.
PizzaFellas Podcast right here. The hottest in the world. How's fire?